Okay, today I'm going to give the final reason of why a X-flare fires out V-shaped material. Because I've had this idea for a little while, and basically every X-flare is a railgun ejection. As you can see on the screen, it tells you what a railgun is, and it's to do with having opposing helixes, different rotational energy, which is my original double helix energy travel. And I'm going to put up the picture that I've had up for months, which explains how the X-flares are made, but I want to go straight to the X-flare one with my flying V's and the explanation for it. So this was my explanations of filaments, halos and X-flares. And as you can see on the right hand side there, we have our X-flare with a V coming through the middle and perpendicular expansion. So it comes up through the middle and then expands outwards, but it comes up in a V because the energy matter that is between the two coils, just like a railgun, it accelerates matter out of the sun because it's supposed to. When those coils, these double helix springs, coils of energy, have a massive amount of energy pulled through them, they act just like a railgun. They tighten up with the space in between them and they fire out a V of material. You can go to suspicious observers and you can see this happening on any kind of X-flare. Why is it ejected? It is ejected because of the magnetic properties exactly like a railgun. And V's of material are fired straight out of it. That kind of top of that drawing looks like the halo, but those should be, as it connects to a halo, it then spins them in so that you have two coils. They get tighter and tighter. So energy comes blasting through the middle when a big pile of energy roars through it, just like a railgun. And basically, to prove it, I'm just going to put up a pile of railgun stuff, and you can have a think about it and see if it's the same principle. So there's your basic railgun. These are all found online, and as you can see, double helix. Double helix firing a Lorentz force. That's the force that throws it out. And it's funny, I've no idea what the Lorentz force is. I just know what's happening. All these pictures on the screen. God plowed my head with visions for 3 weeks. Totally forgotten most of it. But when somebody mentions something, I remember it like it was a lesson. That's the funny part. And as you can see there, there's my my spiral along with an X-flare on the sun. And then plasma, magnetic flux ejected, blah, blah, blah. And then just coming up now, I've got the US Navy railgun, and they'll explain it to you in terms that hopefully you can understand. Again there, double helix. Thanks very much. My name is Lee, and I'm a Christian.
Engineers have test-fired a railgun prototype for the US Navy. A railgun is essentially an electric circuit. Its main components are parallel rails and a power supply. A projectile package completes the circuit. A current flows through one rail, across the armature, a part of the projectile package, and back through the other rail. The current generates a magnetic field that is perpendicular to the plane of the rail and armature. The current and magnetic field interact to create an electromagnetic Lorentz force. The force accelerates the projectile package up the rails and out of the railgun, at which point the circuit is broken. To understand how a Lorentz force works, hold your left hand in this position. The magnetic field flows in the direction the index finger is pointing. The middle finger, at a 90-degree angle to the index finger, points in the direction that the electrical current flows. The thumb, forming an L with the index finger, points in the direction of the force. The Navy expects the railgun's projectile to have a speed of 5,600 miles per hour, more than twice as fast as an artillery shell.